me, YD28. Welcome back to my channel with a Q&A video where I'm going to be answering your questions that you left for me on Facebook and on YouTube and on Twitter. And I'm really excited. This is our special 3,000 subscribers, guys. We have 3,000 subscribers, 3,000 of you like watching my videos, which is just such a huge compliment. And I really appreciate you guys so much. We would not be here if it wasn't for you. So let's go. I've collected your questions and I've ordered them in kind of something that'll be a little hopefully streamlined. We had quite a bit of duplicate questions, so so we're going to figure it out. We're gonna start with the Sims questions, and then we can get into more about me as a little more. So then you gotta stay for the rest of the video in order to know about me, especially. So let's get into these questions. So a lot of what is your favorites, what is your least favorites for that, so we're gonna go ahead and get that going. Okay. Favorite bin family. I'm assuming this is from just The Sims 2. Favorite bin family. I think we also have favorite Sims of all time. So my favorite bin family, I think, so not put in the world first. Who are the bin family people? I love the Burbs from Pleasant View. They can be a little boring, but I think Lucy Burb is maybe one of my top favorite Sims because she's so sassy and she's so independent, but she's also like a girly girl and family oriented. She's just like, she's really human. I think she reminds me kind of myself a little bit. If I were an only child and a Sim, I think I'd want to be Lucy Burb. So I think my favorite bin family is the Burbs. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. My lips are chapped, and you can see that. So usually I don't have to worry about my appearance. Let's do a beauty channel now. No, don't do beauty channels. Okay, one question. This is gonna be a long video, Jesus. Favorite pre-made family. I'm guessing that's, you know, already established. Obviously the Goths. The Goths are one of my top favorite families. Another one of my favorite families is, I think I like the Singles from Strange Town. I really liked the Singles from Strange Town. They were just like really, and especially how we played them together. It was a very interesting household, and a lot happened with them. They were like never boring, you know? Favorite family from each town. Okay, here we go. So I gotta take a look at this. So we got Pleasant View, which I guess would be the Goths. Strange Town, I'd say the Singles. Veronaville, Cap or Monty. I don't know why I'm holding a pen. Cap or Monty. I think I'd have to say for Strange Town that I really liked Regan Cap and her hubby. They were really fun to play, and a little more normal than the rest of that town. River Blossom Hills, I think I liked the Ramaswamy family because they were the least dramatic and had the least craziness going on with them. Dorada Valley, I really loved. I don't know. These are hard questions. You guys ask really hard questions. I did not pre-plan this at all. We just finished that one, so I should definitely know who my favorite family is from them. I don't think I have one. No. I didn't like any of them especially, I don't think. Is that bad to say? Oh my god. Okay, and then Belladonna Cove, right now I'm like really early into it, but I love, so far I really like the Debato family, just because Tara seems really interesting, but maybe that's just because I literally just recorded that part. I could be biased. Oopsie daisies, guys. Oopsie daisies. Okay. Which household would you have live next to you? My god, none of them. None of them. They would all be terrible neighbors. Maybe actually the Goodies. No, not the Goodies, sorry. The Oldies. I think I'd have the Oldies live next, although Herb is a bit of a player. Ooh. Maybe I'd have Brandy Broke live next to me, although her son might steal my stuff. None of them. We're gonna say none of them. My favorite Sim of all times would probably be Bella Goth. Even though I haven't even really been able to play her except in like The Sims 4 and The Sims 3, which I'm like super excited to do. But Bella Goth is definitely one of my all-time favorite Sims. She is just the best. Another of my tops, I said Lucy Burb. Another one of my tops would be Bianca Monti. I really, really love Bianca Monti. I think she's bomb. Alexandra O'Mackey. I do a lot. Okay, cool. Favorite type of NPC to make playable? Obviously, Caitlin the maid, and she's in Pleasant View. I haven't really had many NPCs become playable. I don't usually have my Sims marry or bring in NPCs into the household, so that's kind of the only one I have experience with. Who is the hottest, most hated pre-made Sim? Probably Don Lothario and Carlos Contender. Top two right there. Who is the hottest Sim? Don Lothario. Mortimer Goth when he was young. If you could bring back one Sim from the dead in any neighborhood, who would it be? Lots of Sims are dead in The Sims. I guess I'd bring back the Grunt's mom. That's for sure. I'd bring her back. I'd want to bring back some people from the Goth family. I'd want to bring back Michael Batchelor, who is Bella Goth's brother, and he married Dina Caliente. I would have wanted to brought him back. That would have been awesome. Favorite couple in-game pre-made and personally arranged. Well, it's a bit, well actually no, we did it in Pleasant View, but who I put together in Pleasant View was Alexander Goth and Lucy Burb. As teenagers they started dating because Lucy Burb kind of reminded me of Bella Goth, and Alexander saw that too, and they are super cute together. I absolutely love them. I also really like Bianca Monti and the Cap guy, whose name is escaping me. My god, I'm terrible at remembering my Sims names. And then I guess Jessica Picasso and John Mole. Even though they were like super dramatic, they ended up really like happy together, and that makes me happy when my Sims are happy, you know, living vicariously through my Sims. What is your favorite Sims 2 town, and which or your favorite neighborhood? Again, Pleasant View. I'm just like such a stickler for like nostalgia. Like I'm all the way back there. Although I'm really, really liking Belladonna Cove right now. Pleasant View is just home, you know. But I also really like Veronaville. Strangetown I don't really like as much just because it is so strange. It's a little just too out there. It's a little too far from reality, I guess, for me. For a life simulation game. What Simtown would you live in? Pleasant View. Actually, Belladonna Cove, because the rent is more affordable. Favorite expansions from every Sim game and least favorite expansions from every Sim game. Okay. My favorite, I guess I'll start with Sims 1. My favorite would be Bustin' Out, and I played it on Xbox, and it was like my favorite game. It was all I played. Sims 2, I'd have to say nightlife, I guess, because we got cars, we got vampires, we got downtown, we got outings, things like that. A lot came with that game pack. Sims 3, I think my favorite would have to be, Supernatural. Supernatural, I think, is my top for The Sims 3. Seasons is another top one, and Sims 4, I guess my favorite so far is Get Together, I guess, because it's kind of the most social one. And my least favorite, Sims 1, I honestly didn't really play many other expansions. I played Bustin' Out like on its own. So I don't have a least favorite from Sims 1 just because I didn't actually play expansion packs. Sims 2, I guess my least favorite would be I guess I'd have to say it's University. Even though like I rely on like the interactions from University a lot, I don't like actually going to University. I much rather like the University system in Sims 3. There's so much more to do in University in the Sims 3 expansion pack than in Sims 2. Sims 2 it's super repetitive and just like eyeball poking outy. My least favorite in Sims 3 would have to be like the one with the roller coasters. Is that Roaring Heights? Because it was just like, it was like back in the day, like what am I going to do with that? I can only do time sensitive gameplay for that. And then my least favorite Sims 4 expansion pack, and it's expansions, not game packs or stuff packs. My least favorite expansion There's only 3. And I like Get to Work. And I like Get Together. I don't have a least favorite expansion. A least favorite game pack, like, I'm probably not going to get the bowling game pack, stuff pack, because that's lame. I've literally bought everything else. Like, I have all Sims 3 expansions, I have all Sims 4 expansions, game packs, stuff packs. I'm not going to get bowling, because screw that noise. I don't need bowling in my game. Screw that! What made you want and decide to do videos? Well, kind of a selfish reason, but I have to say it's because I like sharing what I do, and I like talking to myself. I do though. I like talking to myself. I've wanted to do videos for a very long time, and I just didn't have the technology or the software to be able to actually do it. So when I finally did get it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I have ideas. I'm very creative. I want to just share my ideas and hear people's ideas. I like being in a community because I don't have personal friends that play The Sims at all. It's just me, so I wanted to, you know, share my hobby and my passion with people who also liked it. And I didn't think that my Sims 2 videos would kick off the way they did. You guys, you know, the nostalgia brings people together, and I really appreciate that. Although I like Sims 4 a lot, and I would want to continue doing Sims 4 videos, they don't have as much popularity as my Sims 2 videos do, just because, you know, the market, there's just so much more competition with Sims 4. Like, I'm not great like Urban Sims, I'm not great like Life Simmer, I'm not great like Andrew Arcade, or Sim Supply, or Deligracy. So, you know, I'm lower on the totem pole for them, but no one else is doing Sims 2 videos like I am. And so that's my kind of special niche thing. You guys come to me for that, and I really appreciate that, and I'm gonna continue to give you guys what you want, because after Belladonna Cove Season 1, it is Season 2 across the board. Yeah. Okay, favorite simmers and inspirations. Well, I just kind of listed them, so there we go. One of my top ones is, obviously, so much so, Urban Sims. I take a ton of inspiration from her for drama, especially bringing drama to my gameplays, making it more life and realistic than just like a gameplay. Like, I try to make my Sims as personable as possible, and I do pay attention to how Urban Sims does a ton of that. I've also watched like Life Simmer a lot, and the way she's so comfortable on camera just like really inspired me and helped me figure out kind of how to put my personality across on the camera as well. I think I also have to give a kind of like mini shout out to Spring Sims, because he is like, honestly, he's just like the sweetest person. He's so caring, and he's so thoughtful to the whole community, and he gives back so very much. He's you know, YouTube's kind of a competitive field where people are either really close or they're cutthroat, and it's not for the faint of heart. And you know, sometimes there's drama. I've never been up in the drama. Like, if there's drama right now, I have no idea what that's about, because I'm not involved. His just like humbleness and thoughtfulness is also just extremely inspiring to me to grow my community as well like that. I don't get a lot of hate comments. I don't get a lot of negative people in the videos. A lot of you, I see, are even talking to each other, and I think that's really great. And it's like we're all friends. We all like connect on these videos, and we connect on the stories of these families in The Sims 2, and on The Sims, and it's just amazing. So, oh my god, I feel so. I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Don't lie, Danielle. What has been your best LP so far? That's kind of subjective. So I guess like best LP, like personally, I feel like one of my top LPs was Veronaville. Pleasant View, I don't really count that one because it was one of my first LPs. That was before I had a good microphone, before I had a proper computer, things like that. So the quality of them is a lot lower than my videos now. That's my mother walking. If you've ever wondered what the stamping is, it's my mother walking in the kitchen. Oh, the more you know, QA. I'm surprised no one asked about that. Or the furnace that was on for a while I was talking. I was just kind of like, y'all say that you can't hear it. So I was like, I'm gonna keep talking then. You guys can't hear it. I trust you. My Sims 4 Disney Princess Legacy Challenge has also been a huge success. And we're on Generation 5. I have been kind of AWOL on that recently. That's honestly just because I'm focused on Sims 2 right now. I am not forgetting my Sims 4 LPs, so please don't worry about that. What has your favorite story been? One of my favorites that I'm excited to revisit in season 2 is Chloe Singles? The sister alien, the twin sister alien that had the baby and left it with her sister and then was kidnapped by Cersei Beaker and what's his name, Beaker? Why can't I remember any of their names? Yeah, I'm excited to visit that because she, you know, abandoned her daughter, then she was kidnapped and had another child with, what's his name, Beaker? Victor Beaker? And left her daughter with her sister and her sister's girlfriend or wife. And, you know, I'm excited to play her and how she's going to shape up as a Sim herself, because that's a lot of drama for a little baby to hold on to. And do you plan on streaming over the summer? No, probably not. Probably not. I might try and do more live stream. I will try and do more live streaming soon. It's honestly finding time. It's so much more work than people anticipate. Like, I have to do a ton of prep work for it, and then when I'm done, I'm exhausted and I can't do anything after. So it does take like an entire day, and you know, I can't do it on weekdays, and then my weekends, that's only 2 days, and I'm complaining. I know I'm complaining. It's because I'm not grateful. If you could jump into the game, what pre-existing Sims 2 family would you live with? Or Sims 3 or Sims 4? And why would you drop yourself into those households? Okay, obviously for any of these families, I would drop myself into the goth house. Just because they are, like, awesome, and like there's so much more to them than people anticipate. Like, they're rich and they're like kind of gothic and kind of weird, but they also have like magic powers and stuff like that. So that is definitely like a no-brainer for me. For me. Who would you like to work together on YouTube? My god. Like a collab? See, I don't really know how much to do a collab. I tried doing collabs before. They kind of like didn't follow through. And for no like particular reason, just like didn't happen. I'm not like bitter about it or anything. I'm just like, it just like, okay, sure. But if I were to collab, I'd love to collaborate with Urban Sims. I think I'm just like, I absolutely love her. And it's kind of creepy. She has no idea who I am. Who's this crazy girl from Canada? Leave me alone. And I'm just like, please love me, please. But I'd like, I guess. I haven't really thought about collabs because I don't quite know what I would do. What do you think about costume content for The Sims 2? Well, would you consider downloading more? Well, I have, and I will. Again, I've said this because a couple of you like said your concerns. You're like, well, I liked how you only played with Maxis, EA access content. It's late, I'm sorry. And I'm only going to be downloading like choice things. I'm not going to spam myself with CC. There's so many options like clothing wise in The Sims 2 that I'm not going to download CC clothing, for example, but I definitely need like hair and more makeup options for my female Sims. Do you have favorite Sims for pre-made Sims? Goss and Caliente don't count since they weren't original Sims 4 creation. What does that mean? Yes, they were. Oh, they mean because they were made from The Sims 2. Oh, okay. So, like the Bajorksons or things like that. I guess who I like, and they're from the trailer for Sims 4 is Ollie Purdue and Babs Lamore. I really, really like those two Sims. And I haven't really played with them, but I kind of would. I definitely would if I did, if and when I do a Sims 4 Let's Play. that would be on they would be on my list. Other than college, is there anything else you find boring in The Sims 2? Yes. Careers. I find careers super boring in The Sims 2, and that's just because I've like played the game for like 12, 14, however long The Sims 2 has been out. Like, I've been practically playing it for that long. I know all the careers, and it's just like career grinds are just overall not that fun. Were there any families in your Let's Play that you really weren't looking forward to playing? Yes, like the goodies, and that's why I cut them out. Anything with like just an elder or like elder Sims, like I find kind of boring. Surprisingly, Carlos Contender is not like super boring, but that's because he's like just like going around sleeping with a whole bunch of different women, so he's not super boring. I also, like, although I like playing the Optimus and those big families, like the Newsons and the Optimuses and Goneril Cap's family, I would not look forward to it because I wasn't able to actually concentrate on storytelling. I was just so focused on keeping my Sims happy and alive that we weren't actually able to do any story development. If you had a say in Sims 5, what things from the last 4 games would you really want to include, and what new features would you want? Well, obviously you need like seasons, you need pets, you need vampires, and all supernaturals, because Sims 3 gave us werewolves, fairies, witches, ghosts, genies, mermaids. We got mermaids in The Sims 3. Like, we're gonna need all that ish in The Sims 4, so it's just a given. You put everything basically that was in The Sims 3, everything that was in The Sims 2, and you put it in The Sims 5, and The Sims 4. To have more hobby-oriented stuff, like, I think Sims 4 does a really great job. Like, we have woodworking and, like, painting, and it's a lot more, there's a lot more customization and a lot more options. It feels like you're actually making a ton of stuff because they have just more, like, more art pieces. They have more sculptures. You can create furniture. There's tons of gardening, things like that. But the other thing is, like Sims 4, they upped the dancing, although it's only in like a hip-hop breakdance style. I'd really, really like it if there was, like, you could train in a genre of dance more, and that's kind of, I guess, very, very complicated, but, like, I'd like it if they could have a ballet, or, like, a tap. Like, if you could train your Sim in ballet, or tap, and hip-hop, like, different styles of dance, I think that would be so much cooler, and so great. Also, more instruments. Like, I want more band instruments. We have piano, we have violin, we have guitar. We had drums in Sims 2 and Sims 3. We need drums in Sims 4. I'd like trumpets or flutes or recorders or harmonicas, things like that. Like, Sims 4 needs sewing. Sims 2, the sewing and, like, stuff like that is amazing, so we need that back. Thank you. Yeah, take everything that's already been made in Sims 2 and Sims 3, put it in The Sims 4 and The Sims 5, and then make it better. That's what we gonna do. If you had to kill any Sim for storyline purposes, who would you kill off? Oh my god. Well, it depends on the storyline. I don't think I can answer that right. Like, if I could just kill, like, I feel like I wouldn't kill them for storyline purposes. It would be like someone died via an accident, and then, like, the whole town's just kind of, like, shook up by it. Like Jeff Rutherford. He just, like, dies. Brandy Broke just, like, dies. I don't know. Dina Caliente just, like, drops dead in front of Mortimer Goth. And then there's, like, a big to-do because they're like, did you kill her? And then Nina Caliente starts suing him. And, like, there's just drama. So, like, I don't know. Why don't you play The Sims 3? Because it sucks. No, it's not that it sucks, it's that it lags like a mother, and I don't have patience for that. I played Sims 3 so much, and I'm on The Sims 4, and The Sims 4 is just, like, so much more optimized, and then The Sims 3, it plays so much smoother that I just don't. But I will play The Sims 3 eventually. What was your first experience with a Sims game? Oh my, well, my first experience would be on Xbox. I got The Sims on Xbox, like the first generation console, and it was Sims Busting Out, and we played campaign mode, and it was amazing. My sister and I played, and we would play sandbox mode, and just play in the house and we would just like build our skills, go to work. Like super, super boring, but I absolutely loved it. And leveling up in the campaigns, you like go to different people's houses, you get a husband, you get a child, and then you send the child off to boarding school and you're just like, bye kid, and you never ever see them again. Made me laugh because they didn't have aging in The Sims 1 very well on console. And then we played Sims 2 on console, and that was weird. It was very, very weird. The Sims should not be on console at all. Like, it's just so odd. There was no aging, but I really liked, again, the campaign mode in The Sims. Like, it was very, very interesting. Do you have any siblings or pets? I have both. I have a sister. She's a little younger than me, just a little bit. She's hilarious. She is my best friend. And I have pets. I have a dog and a cat. I used to have 2 dogs, but he passed away a couple years ago, and I miss him every day. And I have my cat. My cat is my fur baby. He is the love of my life. What is my favorite color? It is blue. I like the blue. I also like purple. How old are you? I'm 25, young. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Nowhere. Actually, that's a lie. I feel I really, really, really want to go to Japan one day. I think that's on everyone's bucket list. I'd like to go to Japan. I'd like to go to Korea, South Korea. I'd like to go visit like Spain and Italy, things like eventually I'd like to see other places of the world. But if I had to choose and like travel and go move somewhere like soon, I would say I'm fine where I am. I like living in Canada. I live in Toronto, Canada. It's the biggest city in the country, and I love it here. We're so diverse. There's like, I could go 20 minutes and I'm in a completely different looking and feeling part of the city. I go downtown, it's a completely different look and feeling. Like, I can experience the world in Toronto. Shameless promotion. Justin Trudeau loves us all. So hot. Did you see his younger pictures? Like, Jesus, our prime minister, so sexy. Do you currently go to school or have a job, or are you focusing on YouTube only? I have a full-time job. I work in advertising at an agency, so I do a ton of fun stuff for brands. So yeah, YouTube is my like a mini part-time job, and I try and make as much time for it as I can. What is my favorite food and music? I love potatoes. I love potatoes so much, like hash browns, fries. Give me all the potatoes and I'll eat it. But other than that, I'm not really picky. Music, I love house music, electronic. Like one of my top DJs is deadmau5. I love me my deadmau5. But I also like lyrical, like Ed Sheeran is like my soul. He's my soul. He speaks to me. Shawn Mendes is another of my boo things. I would listen to all the R&B, Britney Spears, name it. I'm a very easy person. I like a lot of stuff. There's more things I like than I dislike. That looks like I answered all the questions, so I kind of want to end it with a question for you guys. I'd like you to tell me what your favorite thing of the Sims games are. It could be for any of them, Sims 1, 2, 3, or 4. What your favorite thing about playing the Sims is, and how you started playing it. Kind of like, what was your first experience with a Sims game? And yeah, I think that's my 2 kind of questions. I want to thank you guys so much again for your love and support to me and my channel, and for showing interest in me and what I do by asking me all these questions. I hope I gave you guys some like decent answers that you're happy with, and that I don't sound like a complete nut job. And we're gonna be putting out more Sims 2 videos. I'm gonna work on Sims 4 videos, I promise. And yeah, I love you guys so very much. Let us get to 3,500. Let's get to 4,000. Let's get to 5,000. Let's get to 10,000 subscribers on this channel. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I love you guys so very much. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.